BME 23, dating this amazing girl, Sophia, for about 9 months. Life is pretty damn good. She's normal. Her family seems normal. Keyword being seems, get invited to meet her parents for dinner at their house. Sophia is nervous as hell. Keeps saying, just ignore anything weird my mom does. She's going through something right now. What does that mean exactly? Whatever, probably just typical parent awkwardness. How bad could it possibly be? Spoiler alert, it was catastrophically bad. Pull up to nice suburban house. Sophia's dad Mike answers the door. Solid dude, firm handshake, talks about sports, very normal energy, seems cool. Then her mom Diane appears from the kitchen, 46 years old but desperately trying to look 26. Blonde hair with those chunky highlights from 2003, yoga pants that are struggling for their lives. Oh my God, Sophia didn't tell me you were so attractive. She practically shrieks, hugging me way too long and tight. Can feel Sophia's death glare burning holes through my skull. Dinner starts normal enough. Mike's grilling burgers, asking about my job and college. Typical dad interrogation stuff. Then Diane starts her psychological warfare campaign. So Anand, do you work out regularly? You look like you definitely work out, she says while reaching across table to squeeze my arm. Wow, so muscular and firm. Sophia nearly chokes on her drink. Mike suddenly becomes very interested in his corn on the cob. I want to dissolve into nothingness immediately. Mom, please stop, Sophia says through clenched teeth. Diane laughs like a hyena that discovered energy drinks. What, honey, I'm just being welcoming and friendly. Throughout entire dinner, she keeps finding ridiculous excuses to touch me constantly, refilling my drink, passing condiments, accidentally dropping napkins near my chair. Oopsie, let me grab that, she says while bending down in a way that would make contortionists concerned about proper form. Mike just sighs deeply and pours more beer. Sophia's gripping her fork like she's planning multiple homicides. Mom went back to college recently, she explains with visible tension. She's having some kind of midlife situation. It's not a crisis, it's a complete awakening, Diane corrects, while flipping her crispy processed hair. I'm rediscovering my true self, right, Anand? You totally understand. No, Diane, I understand absolutely nothing, except that I desperately want to escape this house immediately. But the burgers are genuinely good, so I'm trapped by politeness and food. After dinner, she insists on showing me her vision board in living room. It's covered in pictures of young male celebrities and bizarre motivational quotes about youth. This is my inspiration to stay young and vibrant and relevant, she announces proudly. There's a picture of Ryan Gosling with life goals written in glitter pen. Sophia physically drags me away towards stairs. Let's go to my room, she says. Diane's eyes light up like Christmas morning mixed with winning lottery. Oh, leaving door open, right, sweetie? House rules, she chirps like demented bird. Sophia looks ready to commit actual matricide. Mom, I'm literally 22 years old. My house, my rules, honey, Diane sings while following us upstairs, positions herself in the hallway with direct line of sight into Sophia's bedroom. We're trying to watch Netflix, but Diane keeps walking by every 2 minutes, just checking if you kids need snacks or blankets or protection from cold. Sophia is about to completely explode. She's been like this ever since she started taking those Wine Mom Facebook groups way too seriously, she whispers angrily. Diane appears again wearing completely different outfit. Now it's crop top that says Cougar Mode activated. In sparkly letters, sweet Jesus, help me escape this nightmare. Anand, what do you honestly think? Be completely honest with me. She poses dramatically in doorway. I think I need witness protection program. That's what I think. It's very nice, I manage to stammer out. Sophia throws pillow at door aggressively. Mom, go away right now. Diane pouts like actual teenager. Fine, I know when I'm not wanted. Spoiler alert, she absolutely does not know when she's not wanted. Comes back 5 minutes later with brownies she made specially just for Anand. They're obviously store-bought with plastic container hidden poorly under kitchen trash. I used special secret ingredient, she winks creepily. Pure love and affection. Sophia completely snaps. Okay, we're leaving right now. We head downstairs, but Diane blocks path like final boss in video game nobody wants to play. Wait, Anand hasn't seen my new dancing skills yet. I've been taking classes at studio. Before anyone can stop her, she connects phone to Bluetooth speaker. Milkshake by Kellis starts blasting through house. This is actually happening. This is really happening. Diane starts twerking aggressively in living room. Mike walks in, sees what's happening, immediately turns around and walks away. Smart man with good survival instincts. Wish I could follow him. My milkshake brings all boys to yard. She sings directly at me while doing moves that probably violate several international treaties. Sophia grabs my hand and literally sprints to front door. Diane chases after us. Wait, Anon, I haven't shown you my pole fitness routine yet. You're what exactly? Sophia screams in pure horror. We escape to my car and peel out like we're fleeing active crime scene, which honestly we might be. Sophia is completely mortified and embarrassed. She installed actual pole in garage last month. Dad sleeps in guest room now. I pat her shoulder sympathetically. Think nightmare is over. Absolutely wrong. Diane finds my Instagram that same night, likes every single photo, going back to 2014, comments fire emojis on gym pictures. Next several weeks become pure psychological warfare. She accidentally texts me, instead of Sophia, "Oops, this lingerie picture was meant for my girlfriend group chat." No, it absolutely wasn't, Diane. We all know it wasn't. Your girlfriend group doesn't need to see your Victoria's Secret haul at midnight. Shows up at restaurant where Sophia and I are having romantic date. What an amazing coincidence. She gasps dramatically, invites herself to sit down, wearing dress that's more like suggestion of fabric than actual clothing. Our waiter looks confused. Other diners seem concerned. Sophia appears homicidal. I'm trying online dating too now, Diane announces while showing us her Tinder profile. Age set to 34, bio says young at heart and younger in spirit. Her main picture is duck-faced selfie next to wine bottle. I've witnessed war crimes less offensive than this dating profile. Sophia completely loses her mind. Mom, you're still married to Dad. Diane waves dismissively. Mike knows I'm just window shopping for fun, right? Anon, all harmless entertainment. Mike definitely does not know about this. Mike is probably at home watching Discovery Channel, wondering where his entire life went wrong. Situation escalates. When she joins my exact gym, shows up to every single workout in increasingly ridiculous outfits. Leopard print leggings were a particularly dark day. Need spotted on, she purrs seductively while I'm bench pressing. Nearly drop bar on my neck. Death might be preferable to this ongoing situation. Sophia starts coming to gym too just to cock block her own mother. This is what my life has become. Weird territorial battle at local Planet Fitness. Diane starts fitness Instagram account. Every single post tags me specifically. Working out with my daughter's attractive young friends. Someone please end this suffering. Breaking point comes at Sophia's birthday party. Diane shows up wearing exact same dress as Sophia. Twinsies. She shouts while posing for pictures. Sophia storms out in tears. I follow her. Diane follows me. Mike stays inside, probably contemplating divorce lawyers and sweet release of death. Why does she hate me so much? Diane fake cries dramatically. I'm just trying to be cool, supportive mom. No, Diane, you're trying to steal your daughter's boyfriend. Sophia gives her ultimatum. Stop creeping on me or she's going completely no contact. Diane ugly cries and promises to change behavior immediately. Lasts approximately 1 week. Get direct message from obvious fake account with Diane's selfies. My daughter doesn't understand our special connection block and report instantly. Sophia finds out, goes completely nuclear, moves in with me just to escape her mother's insanity. Diane has public meltdown on Facebook about ungrateful, spoiled children. Mike finally grows spine and forces her into therapy. Therapist probably needs their own therapy after those sessions. Circle of trauma continues indefinitely. Months later, things seem to calm down somewhat. Diane supposedly found age-appropriate boyfriend at her wine tasting club. We're cautiously optimistic about future, until last week when she commented on my beach vacation photo. Looking incredible, Anon, call me if things don't work out, with multiple eggplant emojis. Sophia and I are still together despite her mother's determined efforts to create world's most uncomfortable love triangle situation. My face. When I realize I'm trapped in real life, American Pie sequel that nobody asked for, Stifler's mom walked so Diane could sprint. My face when Mike sends Christmas card with note saying, "Thanks for not pressing charges against my wife." Absolute legend of a man. My face when I check Instagram and see Diane started following my dad's account. The cycle continues. God help us all survive this. Later in thread. Some Anon replies, "Damn, I wish that was my situation. Living the dream." Different, Anon responds, "Some dudes are dying of thirst while watching other guy drown in the ocean." Thread eventually devolves into heated argument about whether Anon should have taken the opportunity. He's still defending his choices. BME24, basically human teddy bear, at 280 pounds, working IT support and living off energy drinks and sadness. Spent entire life being invisible to women, not in cool ninja way, but in depressing fat guy way. Every dating app match either ghosts or turns out to be bought. Tried everything to get female attention, nice guy phase, bad boy phase, even tried being funny guy phase, spoiler alert. None of it worked because apparently personality doesn't matter when you look like discount version of Jack Black. Decide enough is enough. Time to lose weight and become Chad. Sign up for gym membership that costs more than my rent. Personal trainer named Brad who looks like he was carved from marble by angry Greek god. All right, buddy, we're gonna transform you into lean, mean lady. Killing machine, Brad says while flexing muscles that have their own zip codes. I nod enthusiastically while secretly planning my death. First month is pure torture. Can barely walk upstairs without wheezing like broken accordion. Protein shakes taste like liquid sadness mixed with chalk. Meal prep involves crying over chicken breast and broccoli. Lose about 15 pounds and feel like absolute champion. Post progress pics on social media, expecting flood of female attention. Get 3 likes total, 2 from my mom and 1 from guy who sells protein powder. Month 2 gets slightly easier. Can actually see my feet now without mirror. Still no female attention, but hey, at least I'm not dying climbing stairs anymore. Small victories, right? Month 3, lose another 20 pounds. Starting to feel somewhat human again. Decide to try dating apps with new photos. Still getting ignored, but now it's by higher quality women, so that's progress, I guess. Month 4 hit plateau. That makes me want to commit Sudoku. Weight won't budge despite eating nothing but sadness and vegetables. Brad keeps pushing me harder while I fantasize about pizza like it's lost love. Month 5. Breakthrough happens, lose another 10 pounds and suddenly fit into clothes that didn't come from big and tall section. Feeling somewhat confident for first time in years. Decide to actually talk to women in real life. Approach cute barista at coffee shop. Hi, could I get medium coffee, please? She looks at me like I just asked her to solve quantum physics. Sure, she says while avoiding eye contact. Charge my card without another word. Approach girl at bookstore. Excuse me, do you know where fiction section is? She points vaguely toward back of store without looking up from her phone. Clearly don't exist in her reality yet. Approach woman at grocery store. Sorry, is this the express lane? She glares at my cart with 11 items in 10 item lane like I'm personally responsible for global warming, moves to different checkout line. Starting to think maybe personality does matter after all, or maybe I just don't have one worth noticing. Continue grinding at gym while slowly losing faith in entire dating process. Month 6 finally hit. Goal weight of 180 pounds, lost exactly 100 pounds, and feel like completely different person. Muscles where there used to be marshmallow, jawline that actually exists, confidence through roof, update all dating profiles with new photos, start getting matches immediately. Suddenly, women want to talk to me, getting numbers left and right, feeling like I've finally cracked the code of female attraction. Go on dates with various girls, Sarah the yoga instructor, who only talks about chakras and cleansing, Jenny the marketing manager who treats every conversation like business meeting, Amanda, the nurse who spends entire dinner complaining about her ex. None of these dates feel right though. Feels like they're interested in new skinny version of me, not actual me. Like I'm wearing costume of person they want to date rather than being myself. Getting frustrated because even though I'm getting attention now, it feels hollow and fake. These women wouldn't have looked at me twice 6 months ago when I was fat but had exact same personality. Starting to wonder if this whole weight loss journey was just elaborate exercise in becoming someone I'm not. To impress people who don't actually care about who I am as person, decide to take break from dating and focus on maintaining new lifestyle. Hit gym regularly, but now for health rather than desperation. Eating well because it makes me feel good, not because I hate myself. Month 7, sitting at the coffee shop, same one where barista ignored me months ago working on the laptop. When someone sits at table next to me, look up and see absolutely gorgeous petite blonde girl with bright green eyes. She's maybe 5'2" and probably weighs 110 pounds soaking wet, complete opposite of me physically. Reading book about astronomy while drinking some fancy latte with extra foam, seems completely absorbed in her reading. Accidentally knock over my coffee while reaching for napkins, spills everywhere including onto her table, immediately start apologizing profusely while trying to clean up mess with inadequate napkins. Oh God, I'm so sorry, I'm complete klutz, I say while frantically dabbing at coffee puddle, expecting her to be annoyed or disgusted. Instead, she laughs and hands me napkins from her table. Don't worry about it, happens to everyone, she says with a smile that could power a small city. Besides, you looked really focused on whatever you're working on. Concentration face is serious business. We chat briefly while cleaning up mess. Her name is Lily, and she's astronomy graduate student at local university. Studies star formation and galaxy evolution. Basically rocket scientist, which is intimidating as hell. What do you do? She asks while we're throwing away soggy napkins. 8 support, mostly network administration and server maintenance. I reply, expecting her eyes to glaze over like everyone else's do. Instead, she lights up. Oh, that's so cool. I've been having issues with my home network setup for astrophotography. Mind if I ask you about it sometime? Nobody has ever called my job cool before in my entire life. We exchange numbers and start texting regularly. She asks genuinely interesting questions about technology, while I learn fascinating things about space and stars. Conversations flow naturally without any awkward forced romance. A week later, she asks if I want to grab dinner. Not sure if it's date or just friends hanging out, but honestly don't care because she's amazing company, regardless of romantic potential. Meet at small Italian restaurant. She shows up wearing simple dress and looks absolutely stunning. Conversation continues to flow easily. She tells stories about late-night telescope sessions and I share tales of server room disasters. Halfway through dinner, she pauses mid-sentence and looks at me seriously. Can I ask you something kind of personal? My heart stops because this is usually when women reveal they have boyfriend or aren't interested. Sure, ask away, I say, while mentally preparing for rejection. Why do you seem so surprised that I wanted to hang out with you? She asks with genuine curiosity, like you keep acting like you can't believe I'm here. Explain briefly about recent weight loss and how women never paid attention to me before. She listens thoughtfully without judgment or pity, just genuine interest in understanding my perspective. That's really impressive that you made such big lifestyle change, she says. But can I tell you something? I nod nervously. I actually noticed you months ago when you were heavier. My brain stops functioning properly. What do you mean? I ask in confusion. You used to come to coffee shop regularly and you always looked so gentle and kind, she explains. I wanted to talk to you, but you seemed sad and I didn't want to bother you. You wanted to talk to me when I was fat, I say in disbelief. She laughs. Well, yeah, you seemed like a really nice person, plus honestly. She blushes slightly. I've always been attracted to bigger guys. Really, why? I ask, because this goes against everything I've learned about female attraction. They feel safe and warm, she says simply, like human teddy bears, you know. Plus, in my experience, they're usually more genuine and less arrogant than gym guys. Spend rest of dinner talking about everything and nothing. She tells me about her research on binary star systems, while I explain why turning computer off and on again actually fixes most problems. By end of night, we're both laughing constantly. Walk her to car, and she hugs me goodbye. I had really great time, she says. Want to do this again soon? I'm still processing fact that perfect woman apparently wanted to date me before I lost weight. Absolutely, but can I ask you something now? I say. Of course, she replies. Would you have been interested in me if I hadn't lost weight? She thinks for a moment, then smiles. Honestly, probably more interested. The fact that you worked so hard to improve yourself shows great character, but I like the teddy bear version too, she says before getting in the car. Good night, Anon. Drive home in complete daze trying to process that I spent months transforming myself to attract women, only to meet perfect girl who preferred original version. Universe has weird sense of humor, apparently. We start dating officially after a few more dates. She meets me at gym sometimes and supports my healthy lifestyle, but also makes sure I know she cares about me, not just my appearance. Introduce her to friends who are shocked that someone so attractive is dating me. Dude, how did you land her? They ask. Apparently by being myself, I reply, which confuses them greatly. 6 months later, we're living together and completely happy. She's teaching me about constellations while I help her build better computer for data analysis. Perfect partnership of brains and technical skills. Occasionally run into girls who ignored me when I was fat, but show interest now. They're confused when I introduce Lily as my girlfriend. But you could do so much better now, one of them says. Lily overhears and responds, actually he could have done better before too, you just couldn't see it. Then gives them smile that could freeze helium. Absolute savage, and I love her more for it. Realize that whole journey wasn't really about losing weight to attract women. It was about learning to value myself enough to believe I deserved love. Lily just happened to see that value before I did. Still maintain healthy weight because it makes me feel good and live longer with Lily. But now I know that right person will love you at any size if you love yourself first. My face, when I spent years trying to become someone else only to discover perfect woman was waiting for original me all along. Sometimes best things come to those who wait and work on themselves. My face. When Lily still calls me her teddy bear, even though I'm not nearly as cuddly anymore, keeps one of my old shirts because it smells like me and makes her feel safe. That feel when you realize self-improvement should be for yourself, not to impress others. But sometimes the right person comes along exactly when you need them most, whether you're ready or not.